just got done cleaning my house. Well, a good portion of it. Now I want to take a nap. Anyone want to clean my house for me? I'll pay you like $1. Alright. Well, hello everybody. Hope y'all are doing alright, doing good, doing well, taking care of yourselves. First of all, how much better does my hair look since the last time I wore it out? I trimmed it, but I didn't trim it all equally, so I thought it would come out looking very unequal, but I think I accidentally did something right, because I remember before there was like a big chunk of my hair missing, or it looked like it did on this side, or maybe it was this side, I don't know. But now it's just like, I don't know what happened, but bam. I love it. It feels healthy and it's not tangled, and I don't even have any product in it. That's how awesome it is right now. Like, this is my hair in its most natural state. And I just thank God for my hair. Thank you. So today's topic is authenticity. And let me be specific. Disclaimer, I'm not going to tell y'all today how to be your most authentic selves. I think y'all gotta have to... Why do I keep saying y'all? I'm not from Texas. I think it's all of your responsibility to figure out what makes you your most authentic self, and it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, and but when you finally do get to a point where you're finally understanding yourself more, and you're like, wow, I feel good in my body and in my brain and in my heart, you know, a lot more than I used to. That's when you really begin to understand, you know, that things are coming together in a way that it's never have before, and it's because you're being yourself and you're being authentic. So today I'm actually going to just share some things that I've noticed about myself that have shown me that I am becoming more authentic with myself. So I guess you could say this is kind of like a show and tell type of episode. So where I think I want to start off with is something that is kind of a two-edged sword for me, which is this mindset that I have, and it's just my personality in this moment, in this current era of being that I am in, because, you know, people change and your personality changes and your character changes, hopefully, as you get older, you know, and that's a good thing. So in this era of my life, I've come to notice that I'm very happy with normalcy, and I'm very happy with things that I'm more familiar with, and it's very difficult for me to venture outside of what I'm used to, especially when it comes to things that are very popular in the moment in society, in pop culture. So, for example, I watch a lot of Netflix, just like a lot of people do, and the things I tend to watch more often are things that I've already seen many times, and things that make me feel like I'm a part of something, things that make me feel enlightened, but also calm, and something that makes me laugh. So I really like, you know, sitcoms, and I like, you know, things like Friends and Fresh Prince, even though it's not on Netflix yet. Why haven't they put Fresh Prince on Netflix yet? Someone please answer me that, because I really want to know why. It should be on Netflix. And when I tell people that I watch a lot of Netflix and we get into a Netflix conversation, they end up asking me like, oh, have you seen Stranger Things yet? Or, I don't know if Game of Thrones is on Netflix. I don't think it is. But they'll ask me like, have you watched Game of Thrones yet? Or, you know, just things like that. Have you watched 13 Reasons yet? Have you watched, you know, just all these brand new things that are coming out that are all the rage now, and everyone's talking about it on social media, and I'll have to just be there like they're just like, no, I've never seen those things. And it's true. I have not seen Stranger Things yet. Don't watch Game of Thrones. And a lot of other things that everyone's been talking about. And that's just my personality. And the more people say that I should do this, or I should watch this, or I should try this, the more I don't want to. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but it's a huge put off. And I would much rather stick to things that I know that I like and I know makes me happy. And a lot of the time, if anybody has anything, negative to say about that part about me, I'm just like, okay, well, you can think that, but this is just me right now, and I'm okay with that. But a lot of times I feel like it kind of keeps me from trying new things as well. And that's something I do want to get better at. So while I am going to keep on trying to try new things and be more open-minded, I have noticed a lot of things that I just really like, and I'm really happy that I like. And yeah, these are some of the things. And by the way, I'm going to try not to use the phrase guilty pleasure because I don't want to feel guilty about liking any of these things. So yeah, there's that. One thing I really have liked lately is Barbie. And I follow Barbie on Instagram and Barbie Style. And I just really enjoy looking at the styles that the company and whoever is behind all the Barbie pages. I like what they represent. I like that they are trying to bring Barbie into the 21st century and emphasizing the fact that girls can be anything that they want to, and they are encouraging young people to follow their passions and to go against stereotypes and to really delve deep into who they believe they are and become that. Nothing has to stand in your way of becoming who you really want to become. And they put a highlight on historical figures, and they make them into these really cute, really pretty Barbies that you get to play with. And I'm like, man, I used to play with Barbies, and I wish they had these Barbies back when I was playing with them. Also, I've recently realized that the reason why I do this vlog series is because Barbie does one, and I didn't even notice it. I think I might have subconsciously gotten the idea from her. And if you guys haven't checked out Barbie's vlog series, it's actually pretty cool. I really applaud what they are doing with her vlog series because the people behind the animation is great. So it's actually Barbie talking to you, but she's animated, of course, and she's talking about real life things. And she isn't always hunky-dory, like always happy and, saying like life is great and I live in a magic house and, I drive this car and I have a van or not a van, what does she have? A trailer? No, not a trailer, like an RV. She has her own RV, you guys, and she gets to take RV trips with her best friends. How? Anyway, she's not always like that. She talks about when she feels down and how to overcome her sadness and how young people can approach the less happy subjects in life. So I love that. If you haven't checked her out, check her out. I might even link her channel in the description. Not that I really have to. You guys can just look up Barbie vlog and it'll be there. Check it out. I love it. You guys will too. I also really love 50s and 60s fashion. And more 50s, I think, more 40s, 50s, and I love the movies from back then. How a lot of things were not great about the film industry in that time, but I love the skirts. I love how they wore gloves everywhere, the hats. It was just I didn't like their bras back then. That could have been a lot better, but I don't know. There's just something about that style that makes me just like crave being in that time and hoping or wishing we could bring that back. Just there's a modesty about about women back then that I love. There's I don't know, this sense of like you care about what you're wearing and you care about how you look, you know. And not that, you know, it's not the huge deal about people caring what you look, as long as you don't look too, you know, you're not going to jail for flashing people, you know, do whatever you want to do. I just really love the way that they look back then. The pearls, the diamonds, you know, the handbags. It's just so cute. Have you guys ever watched Age of Adeline? Oh, Blake Lively and all the costumes they put her into in that movie is amazing. I love it. Makes my heart so happy. I also love boho chic, or just bohemian outfits. You know, the white kind of, I don't know what is, like a lacy, ruffly kind of look. You know, long flowy skirts that you can move around in, and you know, the hats and the vests. Yeah, and Jesus sandals. I like VW Bugs. Sadly, they're not making them anymore. That's what I heard. But that was like my dream car growing up, and I still want one. But part of me still wants one, even though it's not the best car. It's just cute. I just love the design and how they marketed it, you know. And I don't know. I just love it. I also love the color gray, because it goes with a lot of other colors. And I think I'll put in pictures if I can about how many items, like gray items, I've gotten lately. How many white items and pieces of clothing that I have. I also love the color pink now. Like my favorite color used to be blue. And the thing that was really hard about like admitting that I love the color pink is because, first of all, the whole, you know, idea that you're girly if you like pink idea behind it. Like, I don't think I'm that girly. There, part of me is very girly, but I'd kind of try to separate the fact that I'm girly or partially girly and I like pink. I mean, those two don't have to coincide. You know what I mean? I just like pink. It's okay to like pink. So yeah, I'll put up pictures if I can of my clothes and how they're all matching now. That's one of the things I'm realizing about myself. Like, all of the things I'm buying for myself not only look flattering on me or more flattering for my body type, but they're clothing. It's items of clothing that I actually like, that I actually enjoy wearing. And it's a really cool thing when you finally have, especially as someone who always wore plus size, you always either wear something that is not that flattering but you like the design, or you wear something that fits but you don't like. So it's really cool to have both now, or I'm starting to collect things that represent those both of those sides. And like I'm starting to notice other things that are starting to match. Like the seat cushion I'm sitting on matches my bed sheets, and my bed sheets are like a sandy color, and it's like an ocean theme. And now my bed sheets are matching my bedroom walls, and now like a lot of my clothes are either pink or gray or white. And I have more dresses than I ever have in my life. You know, even as a child, I did not have that many dresses, and now I have a whole bunch of them that I really love and are really pretty. Anyways, it's just little things like that that I've noticed. And like I said, I really love sitcoms, and my favorite sitcom is Frasier. And I watch so much Frasier now, it might disturb you how much I watch Frasier. I think I've seen the whole series at least 6 or 7 times now. Like, I can say the lines now in any given episode before the character says them. I don't know, I just like how intelligent that show is. The smart jokes are just funny, even though I don't know why they're funny. Like, how did the writers do that? Anyway, I feel like I've learned a lot from that show, and I think if it can make you laugh and you learn a lot, I don't know, that's pretty cool. So like I said earlier, I really believe that, you know, people evolve, people change, and it's a good thing. And I don't think anybody should always be the exact same person they were even a few years prior. I believe if it's a good sign when you're changing and you're evolving into a better version of yourself all the time. And so now that I'm trying to be more authentic with myself, there are ways that I've found that I've changed in really, really good ways. One thing is I've noticed that I'm beginning to speak up more when I'm unhappy. And I remember growing up, there are a lot of unfortunate things going on in my life, in my personal life, that I didn't like, that I had no control over. So I would bottle up a lot of feelings just to make other people feel safe and secure, and to, you know, make things a little more lighthearted when things were really sad. So I would bottle up my feelings, and then eventually implode, and it would not be pretty. So in the moment, or as soon as possible, I try to vent my feelings, or I try to tell someone I'm unhappy with about why I'm unhappy with them. Of course, in a kind, um, wise way. And it makes my relationship with that person stronger. And I have less of a burden to hold on to because I've finally let go of those feelings and I can move on. Another way I found that I think I'm being much more authentic is that I am just embracing the natural. I am being very natural with how I'm doing my hair lately. I wear a lot less makeup now. Um, and I don't really know how to explain why or how that has happened. I just feel a lot more comfortable, especially now that it's the summer. I feel I can wear my hair out because it's actually healthier now than it was before. And my skin is a lot healthier than it was before. Like a year and a half ago, my face was just full of acne. I'm like, man, I'm like past 20, 21 years old. Why am I having acne still? And so now my skin is a little healthier, and I don't know, I just feel happier and better in my skin in every single way. Also, I think I have put a lot more care into how I dress myself, because I used to wear a lot more t-shirts and flip-flops everywhere and sandals and jeans. But now, like, I bring changes of clothes with me when I go to the gym, because I go from like gym to class, and or from work to gym to class or something like that. And I bring multiple changes of clothes with me so that I can fit, I can feel better. So I'm not wearing sweaty clothes everywhere. I smell better and I have more confidence, and I feel like I have more confidence in a blouse than I do in a t-shirt. And last thing I'll mention, I feel like I never had any strong opinions, but now I'm finally, and I never really expressed those opinions. The strong ones I did have, I never really expressed them. I felt like, if no one's going to ask me specifically about my own opinions, then why do I have to put it out there? Like, who the heck am I? What does my opinion matter? But, there are things going on in the world right now that I do feel like someone has to speak up about this, because the media isn't covering it nearly as much as it should. And not only does it affect the people that it's affecting, who is not in the area that I live in, it's in some other part of the world, but I feel that it will affect us eventually if we don't, put a microscope over the situation and really highlight, this is wrong, or this should be changed, or you guys should know that this is going on, because eventually this problem will come to us too. So I'm happy that I have found the courage to speak up about something that I really believe in. Copernicus called, and you are not the center of the universe. Got anything else in the box, Pandora? And just kind of doing a full circle back to, things that people tell me that I should like or should watch. Being authentic with myself has meant deciding what I don't like and avoiding it. Because this is my life, and I, in the end, decide what I put in front of my eyes. I decide what I put on. I decide what I spend my money on. And, people will try to shame you into, thinking that you're wrong or that you're crazy. But no, these things I don't like, so I will have no part of it. Thank you. Like horror movies and things that are way too dramatic that'll make me cry. I don't want to cry. I cry every month before my cycle restarts over seemingly nothing. I don't want to cry more than I have to. I already have enough horror shows in my head. I'm good. Life is too scary enough. I need a laugh track in the background. Thank you. So anyway, this might have been a kind of a long video, and I apologize for that, but I really enjoyed sharing the things that I enjoy and sharing how I feel like I've been more genuine with myself and with the world around me. So I hope this has encouraged you guys to really delve deep into yourself and not to, don't put on a front. If there's something that you really don't agree with and something you don't like, but you feel like you're being pressured into liking those things, take a step back and don't cave in. This is your life. This is your decision. Please be kind to other people and wise about how you phrase your opinions to other people, because that does matter. But when it comes to the decisions you make in your life, that's solely up to you. Please don't feel like you have to do what's popular right now. Don't feel like you have to follow all the trends just for people to like you. Trust me, I have very few friends. And I feel like I would have a lot more friends if I did try out all the new things or try out everything that people say I should try out, like smoking or drinking or going to see horror movies or, going to concerts of people that I don't necessarily listen to. And I feel like even though it can be difficult to relate to some people sometimes, I am in the end much happier with where I am right now. And the one really good friend that I do have, even though she doesn't live anywhere near me, we both love K-pop. And we share K-pop stuff. And we share our love for writing, creative writing, and so many other things. And it's great. Get yourself a friend like that. So yeah, please be yourselves as much as you can, because in the end, you will be happier, and that's all that matters. So yeah, please have a lovely day and a lovely week, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for listening.